live here. I think I got this working right. I'm just going to talk about my fragrance collection and kind of show it to you here, how I store it. And then I'm going to go off telling a bunch of stories. So yeah, this is how I store mine. I just keep them in the basement in these tubs. And I got them by season. I kind of got them by clones and designer and niche and sort of by the houses. And I haven't counted. I haven't looked at I keep them all in spreadsheets or whatever. But I think there's probably 700-800 here, including decants and stuff. And like, so I'll just show you an example, like how full these can be too. Like, here's an example of how full this is. I mean, this thing is just packed. Show you some scale. They're not all like this. Some got the bigger bottles, but these are like a lot of little duas. They're just jam packed in here. So it kind of gives you an idea. I mean, there's got to be, I don't know, 150 bottles in there. About 10 milliliters and 30 milliliters, but that's just how packed some of these are. That's kind of some of my summer ones. And then I get the summer on one level. And then I move on to the fall, winter, and spring. And I kind of rotate them upstairs as I'm wearing them. So that's kind of the way I do it. So, and then I got some decants and things up there. So yeah, and I think there's one more upstairs I'm wearing now. So I don't know. How do you guys store yours? I keep all my boxes and stuff too. So I have quite a few of those. I guess I always keep that open because I knew I was eventually going to want to resell some of these. It just seems like it might help selling, the fragrances if I have if I keep the boxes. So I'm going to, I got some notes here. I'm going to kind of read from these notes so I can kind of stay on task here instead of just scattering around. And yeah, so yeah, tell me how you guys store your perfumes and stuff. And I may, if I keep doing this YouTube channel, I may eventually like build a shelf up in my office and light it up and everything, and show some of my nice bottles up there to display in the background. But I'm not to that point yet. I just like them down here away from light and heat. It stays cool, and no light comes down in here, and I just there's no humidity. I got a dehumidifier down here. It's just a great environment to store them, and I just think they're going to last longer that way. Because I mean, there's no way I'm going to go through all these in my lifetime. So that's kind of one of the reasons I like it down in the basement too. And I'm not really into displaying them too much, but I may do that eventually if I continue my channel. So with all this, it just shows you how crazy my collection is or whatever. I'm going to start talking about fragrance addiction. All right, hey, I can see a couple of people showing up here. Hey, what's up, Scott? Dino Crispino. Yo, Juana Master. I'm good. What's happening? All right, I'm going to stay on topic here, and then I'll go back and forth and look at these. So I'm going to talk a little bit about fragrance addiction because, if you're having this many, there's 700-800 fragrance there, and there's decants, and they're all filled like this, just stacked, that's a lot of fragrances. There's only 365 days in a year. And if there's 800 here, and then I got a bunch of decants and I'm getting new, I mean, how are you going to wear them? So I'd say it's into an addiction thing is what's going on. And just a little bit about me is, man, I get into everything I do. So before into this, I used to be on, these notes, I kind of made me a script up like I do my videos. So when I'm doing those videos, I don't know if you can tell, but a lot of times I had the notes posted up. I'm kind of going by my script. Sometimes if I've done it 2 or 3 takes where I stumbled over my words, I don't have to read it as much. But yeah, I'm always kind of reading the script. So that's why I do the notes up like that. All right, yeah, I'll talk fast. I'll slow it down. All right, slowing it down. I'm hyper high energy. So, all right. So I used to be, before this, I used to really be into craft beers. So, and I was into drinking for decades. So I was like a beer judge, and I used to go around to all these breweries and, man, just trying everything or whatever. And I also got into brewing it, so I had a pretty good palate because, they were making me a beer judge. And then also got into trying like bourbons, whiskeys, doing tours of the distilleries. Also, I got into cigars and scotch for a while there. And, so I'm just telling all this to kind of build up this talking about addiction. And even so, me and my wife, we also used to get into like going to wines and wineries. That was a big part of our life. We would do vacations around wineries, and we went to Napa and Sonoma. We didn't make it over to France or Europe yet, but we'd go all over Ohio, Pennsylvania, the Finger Lakes, traveling just around wineries. And one of the biggest expenses we got into is we got into champagnes really big too. So we would, especially the French champagnes, and high-end champagnes ain't cheap. So we would be dropping we buy a couple $1,000 bottles, like some Dom Perignon's 1990 bottle and one other French one we want to try. So yeah, we get into everything. Well, I get into everything. my wife kind of goes along for the ride on some of them. She's not too crazy about this fragrance addiction that I've taken it to, but right as I quit drinking, so that's where I'm going with this story too. But as I quit drinking, I was even starting to get into tequilas. I had George Clooney, that one he has, and that thing was so good. I just started messing around with the high-end tequilas. What up, everybody? What up, Pop? So the reason I'm telling you all this is I quit drinking, and no real problems or nothing. I didn't get no DUIs, and the only problem was, sometimes I'd go overboard and maybe have a bad Saturday or something because of a Friday night, and that got old the older I got. But I mainly did it. I just want to be healthier, like leaner. I'm trying to get lean all the time, sleep better. Because when I drink, I just eat a bunch of crap, because chicken breast and rice or a salad doesn't sound good when you're drinking, man. It's, it's wings and pizza and stuff like that to soak up that alcohol. When, like I said, everything I get into. When I drank. So, yeah, so I had a pretty good palate doing all this drinking and stuff and messing with all these things. And I was good at picking up notes and stuff. And that's why they had me be like a beer judge. And so I don't know. I never put two and two together to a little while, but I quit drinking for like a month or so. And then I'd always been into fragrances or whatever. And I probably had like 20 or 30 all the time, even a couple Creeds. And I used to think Creed was like the be all end all. Like that was the best. I don't think that now, but at that time I did. So I just started watching all these YouTube videos and stuff. And I didn't even realize what was happening, but I was just getting obsessed with fragrances or whatever, just looking them up, watching YouTube videos. And I had never got into watching all these YouTube videos before. So that got me, just nuts about it or whatever. And I just kept going and going. So, I think what I did is kind of transition from like the alcohol notes and like being good at tasting and picking up notes in the alcohol to like using that same thing since I wasn't drinking, picking up these notes in the fragrances, messing with the, the opening, the mid, the dry down, and picking up all the notes and stuff. So it was kind of a way for me to kind of stay in that game without drinking. And, that's, side effects because, alcohol is poison. And honestly, some would say if you just had like one drink a day, it's a hermetic, it'll actually improve your health or whatever. But I can't do one a day. So I tried that, man. I tried one or two a day and it don't work. One or two turns into 2 or 3 to 4 to 5 on Friday and Saturday. I just can't do it. So about the health benefits, I'm not so sure all these chemicals and stuff I'm spraying on my body. Your skin is an organ. I'm not sure how healthy that is for me either. But hey, it's what I'm doing, man. That's what I do. So I think I'm doing so many good things, and the way I eat, some of my healthy habit stuff, I'm offsetting, whatever these fragrances and stuff are doing for your skin. But I think some of the science is there. And that's why they do all these reformulations, is because it's not good for you. So that, what is it, IFRAA makes them reformulate. And then a lot of times those reformulations are nowhere near as good. So like I said, I get obsessed with whatever I get into. I've been down the fitness and health and all that stuff. That goes way back. I'll probably never stop. So that's always there. But then I've got into guns real heavy before. And whenever I get into something, man, I just look at all the knowledge I can get. I go extreme. No, I'm not a scientist, man. No scientist or whatever. Just a internet scientist. I like learning facts. When I was in school and stuff, I don't know. I didn't take learning seriously. I wish I would have. That's why I ended up just doing a factory job, man. I didn't get a degree. I didn't finish college or nothing. So I do my own like science experiments now. With the internet, man, it's opened everything up. You can learn all this stuff. Oh yeah. Never heard of that one, Scott. Paradise Majestic. Never heard of that one. Le Beau Paradise Garden Clone, huh? Wow, that sounds pretty good. Who makes that? Majestic Fragrances. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Nice. Yeah, I could get. I've got a few Le Beau Paradise Garden clones. I wouldn't mind having even more. When I get on a scent, I like trying different houses' version of it. So, man, the last couple of years, all I think about is fragrances, man. I'm just constantly researching, testing, watching YouTube videos, and now the last few months making YouTube videos. And then that's making me buy more fragrances, man. Once you get into this, you can make all these excuses of, well, I need to buy this for content, and whatnot. So I think, when you're testing these things and you get these things in the mail and you try them, there's like a dopamine hit, man. Even just like researching them, trying to find the next new great one, there's like a dopamine hit. So, yeah, Matt. Hey, what up, brother? Thanks for stopping in. So, I think that dopamine hit gets in your brain, and you just kind of keep chasing the next one. So, I don't know about you guys, but I got my next great one. I'm still testing it, and I just got it in. I'm enjoying it. Here, I'm already looking up the next great one. You know, I barely got this one, and my new one, it's great, but that ain't good enough. I'm still thinking about the next one and chasing the next one or whatever. And once you start digging in these fragrances, you think, well, I've covered a lot. You know, I've smelled thousands. Well, it's just never ending. There's always new ones coming out, and no grilling on this one, brother. Juan's got that on lockdown. He's got a patent on that. I tried, man. When I fired up the flat tube, YouTube kicked me off. They said that's Juan's patented the flat top grilling videos. So yeah, it gets expensive buying all these. So so I noticed you know, I'm always going to try to buy more, and I'm always making excuses. I got this end date. Like, okay, I'm going to slow down for this date. Well, that date comes and goes, and I just keep buying and making up new excuses. I'm going to look up Majestic fragrances, Scott. Majestic fragrances. I got to make a note of that. I got all these notes. I'll get it confusing here, but I'll remember. So I'm gonna have to look. I'm not familiar with them. I'm definitely have to look into them. So yeah. So since I started this channel, I'm just buying more for content, and I got all these. And like you can see, I mean, I got 700 or 800 fragrances here. Like I said, probably more than that. I hate to count them. They're on spreadsheets, but I mean, there's 150 10 milliliters and duas in that one. That's just one. And there's five tubs like that there, 6 there, 4 there, 5 there, and I got a couple more upstairs. So yeah, it's out of hand. But at this point, I'm home a lot, so I'll wear fragrances before the gym, a light one after the gym, and maybe another one even like before bed. So I'm putting on. No, it's pretty nice. It's all. Yeah, that's right, Pop Sense. There's always new ones. It's never ending, man. You can't keep up with all this stuff. And then when you're doing all this research and stuff, you're never going to get the end of this stuff. Then let's say you get to the end of it, man, there's all these old discontinued scents. You can find these things on Mercari and all that. So yeah, no, the containers are no smell comes out of them, man. And well, I don't know if you guys are here at the beginning, but I store them down here in these because I don't want light or heat on them. And so I just keep them down here in these containers, and there's no light and heat. We got a dehumidifier down here in the basement. And then I just rotate them upstairs when I'm going to wear them. I just like store them that way. And I got all the boxes of these. They're all on spreadsheets. You know, I'm nuts, dude. I'm nuts about everything I do. So let's see. So I've just started a process now. I'm starting to try to sell some of them off on Mercari. I tried some Facebook groups too. I tried to do it that way in the marketplace, and I didn't like that, meeting up with people. And I don't know. I don't like messing with that. Mercari, you just run to the post office or UPS. And yeah, I don't know. If you guys got any place that you like selling fragrances or good ideas, let me know. I just started trying eBay too. I'm going to try eBay a little bit. But right now, I like the Mercari system. It seems to be working pretty good. But let's see. What else was I going to talk about? Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely obsessed and addicted to fragrances. How do you guys feel? Do you guys feel you're addicted, or do you think it's just a nice hobby? Yeah, that's why I haven't went to eBay too much. I don't know. I might try a couple because I've sold everything I had to sell, which is quite a few, and through Mercari. But this one summer bundle just wasn't selling, so I just deactivated it and I put one on eBay to see how it goes. But yeah, Mercari, they changed their system too. All the fees go to the buyer, which that's good for the seller, but man, it jacks up your price on the buyer because they got to pay shipping. Then they got a couple fees mixed in. So you're wondering why some of these ain't selling. You're like, heck, man, for this price for this used one, they could go buy a new one with all these fees added in. Yeah, hobby and addiction. Yes, yeah, that's for sure. Street corners. Yeah, I could do that. Get set up on a street corner there. We got all these guys at every street corner of my house here, and they're peddling, just wanting help since they're homeless. I could just maybe I got help from my cologne habit, and then you guys can. I'm selling these to you, so I'm not even asking for nothing. Hey, Fragrance Fraternity, what up, brother? Thanks for stopping in. Hey, Fragrance Fraternity, that's how I store my collection, brother. There's about 800 or 900 there in the back, and I just keep them they're in fall, winter, screen, and I rotate them upstairs to keep them out of heat and light. I mean, I got like this many. This is like duas and 10 in here. Some of my other ones ain't that packed, but there's probably 150 in that one. Yeah, at some point, maybe I'm gonna have to display them better if I keep doing this YouTube video. So, yeah, Mercari is lemonade stand. That's another one. Yeah, I was gonna do the decant thing, Pop, but man, I just don't feel like running the post office and all that or whatever. I don't know. I'm thinking what I might do a reverse of that is some of the ones I kind of like. I might just decant myself out 10 milliliters. Because look, I got so many, dude. I don't need. How many do I need? I mean, I got like I don't even want to count them, but there's like 800 there, and I got a bunch of other ones. Yeah, I like the exotic hammer. What do you think? Hey, did that blue talisman get any better, Fragrance Fraternity? Because I know you didn't care for that one too much at first. Wondering if that thing got any better. And did you get the real one to compare it to? Scent of the day. What is my scent of the day? It's Duo Exotic Hammer. That is my scent of the day. That's why I wore this morning. Yeah, love that one actually. I haven't tried the real Exotic Hammer, but it has to be awesome because I like that one. So all right, so with this fragrance addiction thing and all that, like I said, this channel has even made it more. Man, that's all I do is think about this stuff. I'm always thinking about content and everything. So yeah, tell me your guys' scent of the day too. If you guys want to talk about that, throw that up there. So when I started this in the spring, I didn't know if I was going to like this or not. I don't know. I asked a couple people, and Fragrance Fraternity, he kind of encouraged me too. He told me to do it for the love of the game. He was there in the beginning. I still remember you telling me that. So I just kind of got started with it, and I didn't know if I'd like it. I didn't know how to do none of this stuff. So I just, I guess I like the creative process. I even like the writing because I kind of write a script when I do this. So I do that in the morning when I first get up. Before I go to the gym, I like write up a script. I like the creative part of it, the writing. I kind of like the filming and messing with the editing and stuff too, a lot more than I thought. So yeah. BRB, huh? I don't know about that. I haven't heard nothing better than Macari yet. I haven't heard no good ideas here. I'm waiting for a good idea. All right, so yeah, I'm going to at least commit to this channel for a year. I started in the spring. I'm going to at least run it till the spring, and then I'm going to decide if all right, some Chipotle. All right. So yeah, I'm getting excited now to get into my fall and winter scents too, because I started in the spring, so I kind of did some of my spring scents on the channel. Then I did some of my summer. Now that we're in the summer, I've been wearing them so long. I'm starting to get as excited as I was about summer. I'm a little bored with them too, and I'm kind of wanting to get into the fall and winter scents. Let's see what you're saying here, Fragrance Fraternity. Yeah. Okay, good. Glad to hear that. Yeah, I like my blue talisman from Duo Fragrance is pretty good right from the beginning, and I went back to mine too, and it was better. Most Duos do better. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try a decan of that, then compare it to the Duo. That's a good idea. I'm gonna have to get at least a decan of that summer hammer. Yeah, it's got to be awesome because the Duo version's awesome. So yeah, what else was I going to talk about here? Let's see. I guess I went through everything here. I went through my whole list of things I was going to talk about. So yeah, I just want to kind of show you guys what I got going on here, how I store mine, and talk about fragrance addiction. And yeah, so I'd like to sell these off, and I'm thinking, and 400 or something would be a good number to have. Whatever, that'd be like half of what I got now if I got down to 400. I mean, how many do you really need? And then especially if you got new ones, but I don't want to get too drastic selling stuff off either and be regretting it later. So yeah, I don't want to be. I just want to take my time with it as I go through the seasons. Amari, I don't think I've smelled that one. Yeah, me and Chris here is in this Ahmed Al-Maghribi. He's really into these. I think I love them. He might even love them more. So he's saying he's wearing this Amari from Ahmed Al-Maghribi, a little spicy with creamy amber dry down. Great for all year round. Yeah, I seen a bunch of comments while I was reading all this stuff. Sorry if I didn't get to them. I don't know if I can scroll and see them still. Yeah, it looks like I can. Tomorrow I'm going to try to do a live stream at like 2 o'clock again. And tomorrow I'm going to talk about where I like to buy my fragrances from. And I'm into these clone houses, like Duo, Essential Exceptions, Mirror Images, all these kind. I'm just going to kind of name off all of those that I like to use, and maybe get some ideas from you guys. Yeah, it looks like I kind of kept up with everything. Yeah, I appreciate you guys all coming on here, and I'm not going to stay on here too long because all I want to do was talk about that fragrance addiction and kind of give you like a little behind the scenes on my storage. And like I said, I got the boxes all in bags by the season too. So when I go to sell them, I just got to grab the fall bag. I know it's a fall, and then I got to get them a little more organized in there. Like most of them are, but like I haven't done the fall and winter yet. Like the Alexandras with the Alexandras, the Duos with the Duos, and for each season. So I don't know. That's another thing I got. I just like things really organized. All right. Well, if you guys don't got something to talk about, I'm gonna shut this down now. And but I'll be back tomorrow around 2 o'clock, and I'm going to talk about fragrance houses I buy from, and the clone houses I like, especially the smaller clone houses, and maybe get some ideas from you guys. So think about 2 o'clock tomorrow, and all you guys that stopped in, man, I really appreciate it. All right. Have a good day, guys. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to stop this. Nope, nope, that ain't stop. Stopping is not so easy. Where's the stop button on this thing? Nope. All right, I'm going to have to